Hi, and welcome to Crypto Crazy. I'm Cal, and first of all, let me apologize for not having posted a video for a couple of weeks now, and that's due to personal reasons, but now I will continue to post regular videos going forward. So let's start off with seeing what's going on in the market. And one thing I do want to bring your attention to is this very large figure of market cap. And at the moment, it's sitting at around about 1.44 trillion. Now, this time last week, that was at 1.1 trillion. And that's quite a big increase. That's about 30% in the space of a week, 7 days. And if we do have a look at what that looks like in terms of the increase, it's exceptionally fast. I mean, if we have a look at what happened, I mean, if I take out these earlier years, because you can't really see what's happening there, but here we can see from pretty much market cap of around 147 in 2017, it went in a couple of months up to 821, and that multiplied a few times over. And what we'll see here again in I guess towards the end of the year, sitting around about 400 and multiplied a few times over to, well, there it says 1.3, but it's at 1.44. And going up at that speed, I think there is one thing to consider. Now, anything can trigger a fall in the market cap and in the prices. And the reason for that is when it is a case of the prices have gone up so fast, people know that they've made very big fast gains. So it doesn't matter what triggers it. It could be a number of things. I mean, most of the time it's something that we very rarely expect. And when it does happen, there's usually a few things that come together that create a downward pressure in the market. People begin selling. They've already made quite a lot of profit, so they don't want to fall into losses, or they want to maximize their profits. And what tends to happen is people sell very, very quickly, and as they do, more people see that the prices are falling in the coins, and they begin to sell as well in the panic that this will fall even further. And it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy that it crashes because people think it's about to crash and they sell, which crashes the price even more. So I think it's one thing to bear in mind, and it is something that I think you need to be cautious of, just to keep an eye out on what is going on in the market, especially as it has pumped quite a lot recently. So I'll keep you updated in what my thoughts are. One thing that I am doing, what I'll do in a later video, is in the past, in this increase here, when this pump, I was holding, and I was holding when it was much lower, and I kept on holding. And at that time, it used to be hodl, hold on for dear life. And as I've mentioned in a previous video, when it began to go down, people said, don't worry, it's coming back, it's going to bounce back up. It has to. There were many reasons, and everyone's always sharing the positives. No one really wants to share why it might not go back up. And we knew it would eventually, but then we had all this period of time where it was kind of bouncing up and down, and it was only very recently that we start to see the upward momentum again. But like I said, you never know what that might come down. So I was hodling here, or you could say investing, holding something for a very long-term return. And this time round, I found trading to be more beneficial, because with trading, I'm not holding long-term in the sense that I'm buying a coin, I'm reaping the benefits of its increase, and then I'm selling after getting the benefit of the swings of the markets, and then I hold that cash in Tether. Obviously, it being stable, it's not going to fluctuate like the other coins do, and that allows me to maybe not get as much profit sometimes, but it also manages my downward risk as well. So if tomorrow I were to wake up and there's been a sudden crash overnight of 20-30% of my coins, I wouldn't have been invested in them. I would have traded when I was at my computer. I would have taken some profits, and I can sleep happily knowing that I won't be losing money, and then also not holding on when it's going down in the hope that it would turn back up again as well. So I've spoken a bit about that, but one project I do want to talk about is Litentry, Lit. And you'll be able to see here it's a new coin to the market. It was on listed on Binance just last week, and it's seen very good gains. And you can see there's been a whole lot of volume there as well. But I just want to talk about what that project is doing as well. There's this great article here which talks about what is Litentry, what is Lit. And it's very much about identity matching and identity staking mechanism as well. But what's very exciting is it's from cross chains, and that fits in very well with what Polkadot is doing at the moment as well, with its cross chain operability. And I think that is where it would fit into what they're doing and some other projects are doing as well. And this talks about the identity matching, identity staking. I won't go through all the details, but you can kind of see just how it works and all of the benefits of it, and why it's such a good coin as well. And I'm really excited about the fact that they are fitting in with what the technology of Polkadot are doing. And here it just says, just as soon as you land onto their website, their page, yes, it's built on Substrate, but it's ready for Polkadot. And as you've probably seen, Polkadot, again, I've spoken about in a previous video. Please go and have a look at why I think that's such a good coin to be invested in. And since I mentioned it probably a few weeks ago, it has absolutely shot up. And if I just bring it back here to where we have these cryptocurrencies, you'll see, Polkadot is number 6, and considering it hasn't been around as long as some of these other coins, it's doing pretty good. So it's definitely one. Litentry and Polkadot is definitely 2 coins to keep an eye on. I think they're great investment opportunities, but like I said, please be careful, because when people begin selling, they start selling very, very quickly. So if you're new to it, if you are holding for the very long term, a number of years, do keep in mind these are great coins working on some great technology, and they will continue to go up in the long term. In the short term, like I mentioned, we don't know what could trigger a downturn. This upturn or could go on for a while. It could go on for not so long, and there's always the opportunity for it to move sideways as well. However, considering how much has gone up, and just by looking daily at what's going on with coins, I think it's very noticeable that people are quite quick to sell when there is anything in the market, or for a coin that could potentially mean that it could lose some value. So bear that in mind. Like I said, I'll be bringing you more videos. Please do subscribe if you want to see more. Then you'll be alerted when I do release them. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do some more research. This is never financial advice. This is just me sharing my views and also the news and my experience. I've been in the crypto world for many years now. I've attended events, conferences. I spoke to developers, spoke to founders. I've invested, I've traded, I've pretty much done it all. So I'm just sharing what I have, and not only bringing to your attention good coins, but then also telling you what I've learned from my experience, and also what to be wary of as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. I've been Cal, this is Crypto Crazy, and I'll see you in the next one.